So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining this program. We should have started this much earlier, but better late than never, right? So
Yeah.
Geeta was the inspiration because she had been posting all these wonderful recipes, and then this light bulb went on in my head saying that we should have this program where everybody can meet in their kitchen. If they have any difficulty understanding millets, we can then address those issues as well and cook together. So
Yeah.
I want you all to give me a thumbs up. You're all excited about cooking with millets and excited to be here with sustainable living for all. And I'm very grateful to all of you too, because without this teamwork, nothing can happen. So let's get started.
Also, you need to store them in glass, no plastic. You try not to put it in the plastic, just containers. This all I have named myself here. So these are already washed, air dry, and ready to make millets. So when I follow a protocol or I eat every day two or three, depending on what protocol I'm following, I use my millets this way. So any questions on how to help yourself ease down less work for you?
So Geeta is going to guide us on this. We are going to cook. Let's ask Geeta, what are we going to cook today?
Today we're going to be making millet balls. I have prepared a little bit extra than the normal recipe that was sent, just because my kids said they want some more. So I said, all right, let me make it for them. So this is my foxtail millet that I have already made the rice. So if you just have to, like, if you all have your own millets ready, you just pour it in a little bigger container. And I have used carrots, which are 3 different colors. I have the red, the white, and the orange. These are just the organic that I got from Whole Foods.
Geeta,
and I shredded them.
Before you go, show us the texture of your millet. Show us which millet.
My texture of the millet is like it falls off on its own. See, it's just, even if your millets are a little liquidy, not to worry, because you're making balls, so you need little moisture in your millet. This is like my normal rice that I make.
Can we see everybody else's if you have made your millet, and tell us, like, show us the millets that you've prepared? Just put your phone on the millets, please.
I can't see, but
these are mine. I think mine have turned out a little too dry. Maybe I overcooked. See?
That's okay. When you overcook, that's fine. No problem, because you need that moisture to bind it. So it's okay if you have overcooked.
Okay, we'll get the moisture from the vegetables.
Yes, vegetables, and of course the millet has its own moisture. And then you can add your onions.
Okay.
And if you don't like onions, you don't have to add onions. And I'm putting fresh turmeric because I had it, so I'm using it. And my cilantro, which is dhania.
Just a question, if it's very liquidy, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Just add it the way you're showing it.
Yeah, doesn't matter. It is going to make a ball. If you touch your millet, it does make a little form. Just like how we make laddu and we put oil and ghee and we see, that's how your millet is going to look like.
So I chopped some spinach, baby spinach. So I'm going to put that instead of carrots.
Yeah, you can do any vegetables. You can put sweet potato, you can put carrots, beets, anything you want. Aloo, anything can go in here.
Okay, so those of you who have not prepared millets, I want to tell you, so first of all, the first step is you have to buy the small millets, and they are there in the local Indian store, or you buy them online, and then you have to make sure that you soak. Agar aapne ek katori liya na, to take in 1 katori, say like 1 katori, like 1 small bowl or smaller than that, then the ratio has been given. For this kind of texture of millet rice, you have to use a particular ratio of water, and the recommendation ratios were shared in the email. So I have used foxtail. Geeta, what millet are you using?
I'm using foxtail right now.
Oh, even I soaked foxtail. So 1:2 ratio.
Yes.
Your cooking 1:2. Even for brown top, it's 1:2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So once you start making, you will know how much water you need, and you don't need to measure it after some time. Nowadays, I don't measure it. Initially, when I started, I would measure it and see, because I would try it out, and if I fail, then I would make khichdi out of it or something like that. Then I started writing down my measurements, and it got easier for me. So I think the millets, that's how it works. Even like this, you can make even a veggie patty with this. You don't even have to make millet ball. This is exactly what you need. I just added a little bit of cilantro, dhania powder, dhania powder, and I'm putting some Celtic salt, which I use. Oops, my phone is gone. Let me just put my Celtic salt, and then I will go ahead and put my phone back on. And you can use any salt as you like, but I use my Celtic salt all and on and off. I use the iodized sometimes, and I use the Celtic more than my normal salt.
Okay.
And then when you're mixing it, you just make sure that they are all nicely mixed well. And इसमें अदरक भी डाल सकते हो, इसमें लहसुन भी डाल सकते हो. Anything that you like. You make it spicy. It can become as a snack. But if you look at my hand, see, it's already forming a ball. Yeah. I don't know if you can see this.
Has everybody finished the mixing stage? If you want, you can taste it a little, like,
Yes, you can.
For the salt, if the salt is right.
Mm-hmm. इसमें आप हल्दी भी डाल सकते हो. Anything you want, you can make. And once you're making it, देखो ये ऐसे बन जाता है. You see how it comes out? When you mix everything together, the moisture, you don't need anything for binding, nothing like that. I don't use anything for binding. This is it. And then I put it together.
And you can make a small ball, or you can make a big one, whatever you want.
Yes, any sizes, whatever you prefer. Any size is fine. And especially kids like it because it's like a pakora.
Yeah, or kofta. Indians can make, if you want to make kofta, you can use this as kofta.
The only thing when I say for kofta, if you're making the curry of the kofta, don't add this before. Add it before serving, because it becomes very like a pichka ban jata hai. I don't know how to say
it. It might break also.
Yes, it breaks and it becomes very soggy.
Correct.
I hope everybody is able to.
I have made three already. Look.
Yep, me too.
Show me everybody else. Let's see where you are.
Oh wow, that looks nice.
Nice.
If for some reason people, if it's not making any round, you can put some urad dal. If you're having a hard time to make like a ball nahi ban raha, then you put some urad powder to it. The urad dal powder, the flour.
At this stage?
At this stage. If it's not binding and you're having a hard time making balls, then I would put either besan. If you don't want urad dal, then put some besan. And besan would be 1 to 2 tablespoons of besan.
Actually, you can even add oil at this stage if you want to. Instead of spraying, because I don't have any spray. So what I'm going to do, for the rest of the balls, I'm actually going to add some oil to this mix.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Ghee dal do, yeah, oil dal do.
Yeah, anything, preferably whatever you use, mustard oil you use, you can put that. If you're using ghee, use ghee.
Yeah. So, okay. So we put the oil. Make sure the oil is good, because the oil is corrupted now, and that is one of the reasons it's making us sick.
Sita, which Celtic oil, which Celtic salt do you use? Can you hold the salt bottle close to the camera?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
I got this from a Whole Food store here in Virginia, but Amazon sells it. It's cheaper in Amazon than in the regular store.
Okay, I looked at Amazon and there were so many choices, and that's the reason I was asking you.
You want it says it has like 82 minerals. You can use the one that. And Ismena, you don't need to put a lot of salt. Maybe like a little bit, like a pinch. And this has so much flavor to it that your whole food gives a lot of flavor.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, you're most welcome. I'm sorry.
What I'm using, I was saying I'm using pink salt. So I got the rocks, like the rock salt, and I ground it myself at home.
Yeah.
So that's the salt I'm using.
Oh, good. I have the same one. It's just that recently I also heard about Celtic salt, and today I see it with Geeta, so I asked this question. Yes, but I do use that rock salt, the pink one.
Yeah, I do, but what I do, because I get all this information in my head, so I use 1 month I'll use this.
Okay.
So that, then 1 month I'll use a pink salt, and then I just alternate so that I'm getting all the benefits from each
Yeah.
salt. The
That's a good idea.
Yeah, the
Good idea to keep
iodine,
rotating.
I'm sorry, say it again.
No, it's a good idea to keep rotating.
Yes,
Yeah,
same thing
yeah.
with the oils too. I do the same thing with the oil also, like coconut oils or ghee. I won't make one oil dish with anything, like, separate dishes with separate oil. Just like in India, when we were growing up, we used mustard oil, we used sesame oil, same thing, same process.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the oils I have in the kitchen always generally is sesame oil, coconut oil, ghee, olive oil, sarson ka tel, mustard oil.
Right.
Ghee I make myself, and
Okay.
the rest I have to buy. But if some of you here maybe at some point are game, we can set up our ghani. Earlier, ghani oil over here was made by the Amish using horses. They had special horses called wide-footed horses.
Right, right. At that time, yes. How is everyone doing with their millet balls?
Good. So I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and a few more. I think I probably will get 2 more.
Yeah, don't worry about mine, because I have a lot. Because I'm making double. I'm making double the amount. And this can be eaten for tomorrow too, because this is
Actually,
not.
I've made double. I've made 1 cup versus what
Yeah,
you said.
same. I did the same thing. I made 1 cup. So this can be eaten. You can make it as a salad. You can make it as a chutney. You can make this as a patty.
Yeah.
I have made one patty for my daughter. She says, "Mom, make me veggie patty." This is my veggie patty for her.
Nice. I think I added a little more onion, so the last one is just full of onions. It's not coming together.
Then I would say you can still like wet your hand with water and just bind that too, and that would bind. And this is how I started giving my kids. Then they got fed up. Then now because I don't give it to them, they look for it. They say, "Mom, can you make some?" Because I gave them a lot like initially. And they were like, "Mom, why you keep making everything millets, millets, millets?" But now, when they ask for something, they know Mom's only going to make millets, so that they quietly eat it now.
Yeah.
But my kids like meat. So I don't eat meat at all, but they like it. So I don't mind if they eat this with meat. So one day I'm hoping that they will stop eating meats or anything like that, so that they could just eat millets.
Yeah. Millets is the answer. Millets is the answer to our health. Millets is the answer to the planet's health. And when we understand this, we will naturally gravitate.
Guys, if you don't have any ghee or the spray, what you can do, you can brush the millets with a little bit of oil. You don't have to have the spray to put it in your air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, it's not a big problem. You can do it on the pan. You can bake it in the oven. You can fry it or use your appe pan, whichever is easier for you, whichever your family likes to use. I use my air fryer a little bit more because I like the millets. It makes it very crunchy, so I like it to use more. So I'm done with my balls of millets, and you can.
Is everybody done? Is everybody done too? Yes, give a thumbs up or something, and then we can move to the next step. Otherwise,
almost done. I just have a few more. I started to roll them in the sesame seed. I'll show you on the outside.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I don't know where my camera is.
Please turn on your cameras. Everybody turn on your cameras. I want to see everyone's kitchen and what you're doing. It doesn't
So
matter.
I added kale and cabbage.
Nice.
Okay. Neelam, Asha, Ritu, Kashmira.
Hi, Chavi and everyone. This is Kashmira. Sorry, I'm not cooking. I really thought it was on 30th and was just not prepared. Saw the email at the last minute.
Never mind. It's okay.
Same here. I'm not able to cook, sorry, but I'm excited to see you all cooking. Next time, hopefully, I'll be prepared.
Awesome. And Rekha,
Hi, this is Simi. I'm not cooking, sorry, today, but I made this recipe before with a lot of kale. I have a lot of kale in my backyard, so I had a lot of kale in it, and it tastes awesome, really good.
so you are in Canada.
I'm in Canada, yes.
Yes. Thank you for joining.
Thank
Rekha,
you.
I don't know. Okay, I got in. Oh, hi.
so let's move to the next stage. Okay, Geeta, what do we do?
So now you go ahead and turn on your air fryer and add your millets for 10 minutes. Yep.
Okay.
I normally put my parchment paper inside, so it's easy to clean for me.
Yeah, good idea.
So Geeta, what temperature for the air fryer?
Mine is 350.
350?
Yes.
Thank you.
350 for 10 minutes. So after 5 minutes, make sure you check it to see everything is going on well. And then depending on the air fryer, because mine takes good 10 minutes. So depending on your own air fryer, how it works. I used olive oil. I did not have enough ghee, so I used olive oil.
Okay, thank you.
I brushed it and I put it in there. I also have a spray. This is my olive oil spray, and I was all done. So I just sprayed it, so it's all done. There's nothing there. So I add my olive oil in here, and then I just pump it a few times, and then it gives the spray.
Okay, so let's do the air frying now. 350 for 10 minutes.
I'm looking for a steel one. It's very hard to find a steel air fryer.
It's there. I saw it in the market. Now they have started.
Costco has it. Costco
Yes.
has it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have the rectangle one with the stainless
Even
steel.
Target has it. Even Target
Oh.
has it.
Chavi,
I put parchment paper in there, so it makes me feel good that I'm using parchment paper instead.
Sorry, Chavi, I'm interrupting, but few days back I asked Dr. Khader, is air fry a good method of cooking? And he said no.
Yes, I know he said no, but there are some things that being a human being like me who love to eat different millets every day, I come from work, it's easy for me, but I don't use it that often. Like I will use my upper pan more, but that also you have to use an iron pan. You can't use the non-stick pan.
And keep temperatures low. Don't use high temperatures. That's another way to keep it a healthy use item. So I never go over, like what I do is, actually it's very easy for me to make bhindi and to make peanuts, roasted peanuts. I do roasted peanuts here and makhane. Instead of buying the store-bought already, the spiced makhanas, you can make much better makhanas in your own house. So I don't put anything in the peanuts, and it's always never more than 300.
You can use the 300 also for your millets, but just make it a little bit longer. Just make it 5 minutes more extra. I would. It's been almost 5 minutes. I think you should check your millets to see how it is.
No, I just started later, so it's 2 minutes for me. 2 minutes.
Chavi, what oil did you use?
I used olive oil.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know if you guys can see mine. It's almost there.
Wait, no.
Wait, can you see? This is like 5 minutes done. I have another 5 minutes to go.
They look lovely.
Yeah, they are almost done. So I put that at 350, so it's almost done.
Okay.
How is everyone's millets coming? I would check it just so that if I don't think you need any oil in it, but I would check it just to be sure that it's not sticking to each other.
Okay, I have a quiz question while it is cooking. Why do millets have the power to reverse disease?
Because each millet has a cleansing property for a particular body system with the lignans and the fiber ratio.
Yes.
They are all concentric. If you see the fiber and carbs, they are intertwined in the best way. for our body, and that
what does
doesn't raise.
What happens? Why is this intertwining special? What does that mean when we eat them?
Yeah, so the sugar is released very gradually. I mean, because of the high fiber and carb ratio, unlike in rice and wheat. Yeah, the fiber and the carbs, they are beautifully packed. You know, the nature's best way to pack for our bodies to break down the food that we eat in the right way. Unlike wheat and rice, where in 30 minutes your sugar rises in the
It's
blood.
because of the low glycemic. Yeah.
And with bajra, jowar, and ragi, it's 2 hours. So the intertwining is I mean, that the way it is formed is so good. So, and the lignans on top, that's why we go for unpolished millet. They have their own medicinal properties, I would say, you know. So, and each millet, it cleanses particular body system, so that way they reverse slowly and slowly when we just stick to them and not eat the wheat and rice and all that stuff.
Excellent.
We start with ambali. It's a elixir for mankind. Because it has all the required probiotic, prebiotic, all those beneficial, you know, your gut gets all those healthy bacteria, and it all starts from the gut. So
are you taking ambali? How often do you take ambali, Ritu?
I take maybe once or twice a week right now, but I want to, you know, with the rain and all, it gets hard for me sometimes. But once the summer starts, it's going to be regular. I mean, I want to do it at least 3 to 4 times a week in the morning.
Is everybody here having ambali? Raise hands if you're having ambali. Great. Let me see.
Yes, every single day.
So I have a question about that, Chavi. And that's the reason also why I did not prepare myself today. I love all the millets. I have tried everything. And I started with having ambali every day, and I loved it. But in 1 month, Chavi, I and my husband, we were both severely constipated, and that is our biggest problem. And I'm still struggling to figure out how to make anything with millets to overcome this issue. And my millets are just sitting for the last 2 years now.
Geeta, you were going to say something?
I was going to say, is it all like, have you soaked millets? Are you drinking
Yes.
water? You're drinking
overnight. Soak them overnight and cook them exactly according to the proportions that Dr. Khadarwali suggested.
Are you eating yogurt with that, or
yes,
that also not help?
No.
How about, are you taking ambali? Are you taking ambali?
Yeah, I started with ambali, and we both used to love it. मैं तो crazy थी ambali पे, you know. I just was so happy that I found something magical, and especially because my husband has multiple health issues, and I was really visualizing him to be perfectly fine and healed from all this, all the millets, you know. So very enthusiastically we started. But the problem that we both had, I don't know how it happened, and I really want to find out a solution for. I started adding coconut.
Are you eating anything else besides ambali when you were having ambali? Were you eating more refined stuff? Because when you eat mixed together with the refined and the ambali, it will give you constipation.
And also, where did you get the millets from?
No, and I buy everything organic. And I bought, we use the same oils that you mentioned, you know, organic sesame, good oils, and sea salt. And I don't use anything refined as such unless something is not in my knowledge. We don't buy packaged foods. We don't buy processed foods. Because Ashok had these health issues, so we stopped everything, you know. that was in a box or package, and I don't know. So there must be something that I don't know.
So the reason that's true. Follow the don'ts of Dr. Khader, which you already must be familiar with.
Yes.
But so there are some people who actually experience loose motions with Ambali, and there are people who experience constipation with Ambali too.
We will look at the right way to eat ambali in another video.
These
Nice.
are awesome.
Yeah, these you can eat it as a khalo, neto you can have it with your salad, which is what I'm eating today with my salad. Make it for your friends, for parties. This is awesome way to let them know. Don't tell them it's millet, क्योंकि वो psychologically भी उनका है कि वो millet खा रही हूँ. So if you tell them later after they eat, then they'll say, oh wow, this is good. Then
So for me, they're a little tender from some places, so I'm going to add another few minutes. And
Right.
yours are like colorful, red, orange, but because I didn't have carrots, mine are like this color.
Yeah, which is fine. Which is fine. I for me, I use sweet potato sometimes. I'll use spinach. I'll use whatever I find in the house. I'll put everything in here. कभी कभी मैं मखाने भी डाल देती हूँ इसके साथ अपने millets के साथ. So you can have add your makhane, add everything. Anything can be added. Kids who talk about, oh, I want protein. So I tell them, okay, give me your protein powder. I add it with my millets also to give them protein because, they are this new generation. They are listening to all those people, protein khana. So I tell them that, okay, then I'll make you protein wala millets. So I add that also in my millet. So there are so many ways you can feed your family, millets. Millets balls are the easiest to make. That's why I picked this recipe because it's all done. It's just mixing together and making it for your family.
I have a question on the oil. We said olive oil should not be heated. And on other hand, we are doing 350 or something on the fryer. So how do I deal with that, basically?
Like Shavi said, you can do 300. And
Is that okay?
The
for
olive
oil?
Cold compress. I buy cold compress. Sometimes I order on Amazon or it's wooden press. Sometimes I get it wooden press. So I do buy, and mine is very small olive oil. It's not like a big container. I'm almost done with my olive oil. Don't go by the cover of this olive oil because this is the bottle I have, Shisheka, so I saved it. If you put a little bit of olive oil in your kotori and keep it in the fridge, the best way to know the oil is good also is by थोड़े से कप में olive oil डाल के फ्रिज में रख दो कोई भी oil. अगर जम जाता है, अगर it's nicely formed, that's your best oil you have. And if it's liquidy still, it's gone. It's no good. Those oils are no good. That's one way to check which oil is good for you, which oil is the best that we have bought.
Yeah, but my question was to heat the oil, avocado.
No,
sorry.
I do not heat. It's just a spray. It's like a
Spray.
one.
I see what you said. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It's and you can use ghee if you don't want to use olive oil or any other oil. Just use ghee. Ghee is
Okay.
also good.
Thank you. And avocado oil is good or no?
As long as it says non-refined, because nowadays you do get refined ones.
Okay, thank you, Gitaji.
So I'm going to taste these.
Yes, please taste your ball. Sorry for
3 minutes. So I made some green chutney, coriander chutney. So I'm going to just eat. If you're having, you also taste and let us know like how it's come out.
Sorry, I have my green chutney in the fridge, and I do like. I use I use parsley sometimes and arugula in my green chutney. It comes out very good.
That's a great idea, Geeta. I wish you can share the chutney recipe on the chat.
मैंने जैसे हर चीज green जैसे like you can add a little bit bunch of arugula जो आते हैं जो salad के जो and then you can add your regular धनिया regular mint बस खाली उसमें arugula extra डाला हुआ है. That's it.
That's an amazing idea.
And that I use it for, it gives a little color discoloration because of the green because it's so many
Yeah.
greens, but it tastes good. You just put
Wow.
in it and you can just add it and have it.
That's a
And then
great
I,
idea.
for my
With
salad,
arugula chutney is the first. I've heard from Geeta.
Yeah, I know. I've never heard it also.
I just use whatever I have to make my chutney. So sometimes if I don't have dhania, I'll just put arugula and I put some spices so that taste nahi aata na. People doesn't know what they're tasting.
How is it going with others? Like how have they turned out for you all? These balls, kofta or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, it's really good.
Look. Oh,
Thank
God,
you,
that's
Geeta ji.
awesome. That's awesome. I saw Manuji having with chutney.
I made tomato and onion chutney.
Tomato
So
That's really good. That's really
add some
awesome.
peanuts in the balls too. So it tastes really good. Thank you.
Yes, peanuts. Me personally, I love South Indian food. I love it. This is me personally. I will make it in a South Indian style. Every millet that I have tried, could to name it, I just done it because of the millet. Then I like sushi also. I'll share the pictures. I just have to look it up where I put it. It's really good. You're one way to, with your kids and family to have.
Yeah, South Indian is my favorite too. If
Yeah.
I'm going out,
We'll have a dosa get together one time.
Okay.
Millet dosa.
I'm soaking my millets today for dosa. So
Oh.
I do the arai dosa, so I don't have to ferment too much. So I do it when I'll come in the morning, go to work, come back, grind it, and I'm done.
Nice.
That's why my millets that I already have soaked it and dried off, it's easy for me to just, make it and
So, Geeta ji, I have one question for you. So the soaked and dried millets, do you just use it just like regular? You don't soak that again?
No, I don't. If I have time, I'll soak it for an hour or two. But when I'm coming back from work it's like 6:30 and I'm super hungry, I don't. Because this has already been soaked more than 8 hours and air dried.
It's a great idea, time saver. For
Yeah.
those of
This
you
is a time saver for me, so that I can make it every day. Then I don't have any excuse. Oh, aaj millet nahi hai, chalo pizza kha lete hain. Like I can be one of those person. Let me cheat today. Today is my cheat day. So I mean, I can do that. Sorry, my Ambali was making it while I was talking to you guys.
where do you buy your millets?
It's from Indian store. They will order it for me. If I tell them, please order me, the brand that I like is Chetnina. So they do order that for me.
And do you get brown cup?
Yes.
All
Yes.
fine.
And also, is that butchi process, like Dr. Kader says?
Yes.
I buy mine from the organic sphere. And if I go to India, I'm from Mysore, Dr. Kader is, I buy from his store. So,
that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I never thought about whenever like in New Delhi, I don't find it. Then I have to look for all the messages that I have, who can, give me millets. But I've never brought it from there. I've not done that.
So this is great. So did whoever was ready with today's session, they've all made these millet balls, kofta successfully, I hope. So this was one of the simpler recipes to start with, right? That is good. And if you're not on the group, then you should get on the group, right?
And thank you, Chavi, for organizing. It was very nice.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And have it again.
But I was going to say, like, everybody should share your recipes so that way I can learn too.
I agree. So
that's it's a lot to learn. I just share my recipes because I'm the one who does want to have different food every day.
Yes. I've been sticking to Ambali. We'll try making all kinds of dishes, cuisines with millets. Mexican also, then, Chinese also, flavors. That's basically adding flavors. That's how you make different cuisines.
Right.
So I hope those who couldn't join and those who are not on millets are inspired to do that, to go on the millet path.
But thank you for joining. It's really nice to see everybody, and when you text and we know who is who, now we can face to face.
Yes,
exactly.
And I want to say happy Holi to everybody with this kanji I made. This is the beetroot dish, the drink.
Oh, I'm making it today. With my carrot.
Right. So again, a fermented drink. And this is the season, only around this season, that kanji is made in India traditionally. So
That's-
please make this also and increase the health of your gut, tummy, because this is where it all begins. It all starts here.
Chavi,
So,
can you share the recipe for that, please?
yes, I will. Let me taste it. It's yum. And I will get back on that ambali. I've not forgotten how to eat ambali, how to get rid of problems, constipation, and loose motions, both with ambali. What is the
That will be
classic way of
lovely.
having ambali?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shavi. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Geeta, and
Thank
thank
you.
you everyone for
Thank you,
joining.
Geeta.